An absolutely perfect fall afternoon for football. And we are under bright blue Colorado skies at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their 5'11" quarterback from Wisconsin by way of NC State, and that's Russell Wilson.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. That's complete. Okuegbuna. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 4 catches, 64 yards, and a touchdown.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. This defense for the Chiefs, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Throwing again here, Wilson. Man open, he's got it complete to Courtland Sutton. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play that time on a catch and run. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Wilson now to throw on third down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he's got room. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Matt Breida, 78 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They go play action now. Wilson. Open man. He completes it to Judy. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. On third down, Wilson. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Wilson's throw taken in by Sutton. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And you know what else happened on that play? He just went past 45,000 career passing yards.
He's going to cherish that moment, but he's also going to celebrate it with so many different people. Guys he's playing with currently, guys he's played with in the past, especially offensive linemen who've kept him upright to throw the ball, receivers who've caught it. I mean, just so many people to embrace. And last but not least, a lot of coaches who call a lot of passing plays. When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll hand it off now. Williams.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Matt Breed in the offense heading back out. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, There's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock, but barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes to Valdez-Scantling over the middle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
From the 41, Wilson will get that complete to Albert O. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Clelin Ferrell, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Well, I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? And we usually talk about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took them to the limits.
Now on 2nd and 16, Wilson. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard. Yeah,
but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. A big play there on the catch and run. Pretty good yards after the catch there on that crossing route. Is a crossing route good for a quarterback because the receiver's coming across his line of vision?
They love those kind of throws. And how many times have you seen any of what we call an in-breaking route? Quarterback really turns it loose, doesn't he? Has a lot more confidence because he can see the play right in front of him.
A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. give to Breida. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll try to run with Breida. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Matt Breida as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded right around the 8. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime with well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. On first down, Wilson. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. They try the left side here with Williams. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. 7 yards, the pickup there.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On second down, Williams. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Here's Wilson to throw. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit because at this point, It can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding him over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
A gain of 6 there on first.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They'll bring out 4 receivers. 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down. So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there. And now it's 4th down. And his kick is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
So here are the Chiefs to take over. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there. I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you. I wanted to see you reach out and catch that.
Yeah, you've heard about my hands, huh?
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Mahomes now on 1st down. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. Touchdown! A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Here's Wilson. He finds his man complete. It's Martinez. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 38-yard line.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Again, Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 20-yard line. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
2nd and 5 now. Wilson. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Catch is made by Hardman. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Wilson. He completes this to Sutton. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Here's Wilson. He'll drop this down to Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. Wilson will throw again. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Now Wilson on 1st down. He finds his man complete. It's Martinez. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now 1st and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Play action. It's Wilson. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. Moore now on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one. Mahomes going to throw it here. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. And we're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial. But I do think that they're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games.
And this is caught at the 20. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And the Chiefs are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chiefs are poised to move to 8-0 as they extend their lead even further. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Over the middle, complete to Judy. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Wilson. One last shot at the end zone. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Just a formality now, but here's the extra point. And the kick is good, but obviously it won't matter as they're going to go down in defeat here. This one's over. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive,